Hey there. Start here, continuing the road to 50 unique units against Morgana Legend, because I've done everything else in the game and there's nothing else to do between now and October 31st. So basically, I'm going to take the core team that I mentioned in my first video. So I've already done the 5-unit team. That was my initial clear video to get the all missions clear. And then I did a second one with a different team to get some new units in there using a six unit mission. So from here on out, they're all going to be 6-unit teams. So if you're looking for that 5-unit clear team, that's the first video I did against Morgana. So feel free to go check that out if you want that all missions clear and don't care about the 50 unique units. But if you are interested in doing the 50 unique units and you want to kind of like follow along with the units that I'm doing, you know, here is the step to get to 10 out of 50. So I've done 7 unique units thus far. And I'm going to do another 3 unique units, because if you remember my first video, I said my core team was going to be 2 Esters and a Kaito, and then the other 3 I was just going to swap to eventually reach that 50 unit mark. And as long as I do, you know, as long as I do at least one of these a day, I might do 1 or 2. You know, I don't typically play that much on the weekends, so I might do, you know, 1 or 2 a day during the week. But I should definitely be able to get 50 unique units before the game shuts down. All right. But I am using that core team of 2 Esters and a Kaito. Kaito makes this super easy with his Crashing Waves ability, because it dispels Morgana's buffs, and then he can just, you know, on demand reapply the 90% defense break, which is essential because Morgana has like 180 million defense. So you need a 90% breaker to basically, you know, get this one done in a reasonable amount of time. And then, yeah, the other 3 units are very, very swappable. If you want the fight to go a little faster, put in some damage dealers. I do recommend putting in like a healer support or like an elemental buffer on the party as well. Someone like Kresnik, that's why he's here. But then throwing in some damage dealers like Crimsonite Rain and Celeste, they can also help just make things go a little bit quicker, make the fight a little bit easier for you. And with all that said, however, Esther is still hard carrying this fight. Like, you're going to see the damage comparison between Crimsonite Rain and Celeste, and it's really not fair. It's not a fair comparison at all. Like, Esther is just bonkers stronger than everything in this game. But yeah, Esther is hard carrying this. So you know, don't think that these DPS units are necessarily making or breaking the fight. They just help things go a little bit quicker. We've already done the 10-turn mission, so we honestly don't care if it goes longer than 10 turns. It might. I don't know. You know, in my first test run with this team, it went up to turn 10, but it might take a little bit longer, and that's fine. If it does, who cares, right? We'll take a quick look at the gear. So Kaito in the normal form, Empress's Rod, Treasure Memorial Ring, that's just for that turn 1 morale fill. In his Brave Shift form, generally you want to make sure that Kaito doesn't die for any reason, and so he is he's basically here with full-on elemental resist, so that he does not die, because all the magic damage is elemental damage, and the biggest imperil we get is on turn is the preemptive imperil, which is 150% all element imperil, but we can get rid of that. You can get rid of that using Esther. She's got a perfect party dispel to get rid of that on turn 1, and then after that, the worst imperil we get, I think, is 50%. And so just having like at least 150% built in should be good enough to make sure that Kaito never dies for any reason. Okay, and then we've got Melissa's vision card there, which is nice because it does the morale fill every turn. You could also give them Sylvie's card, which gives some more elemental resists and does morale fill every turn. It's just not quite as much morale fill. And yeah, so that's Kaito for you, and that's pretty much how he's going to be built from here on out in all of my clears going forward. But yeah. So Rain, he has Esther's STMR because it has 100% to all 4 of the killers that we need, so he is maxed out just by equipping her STMR. Plus, it's the highest attack greatsword, two-handed greatsword in the game that is not named Dark Apocalypse, and we all know who is wielding the Dark Apocalypse here. And then other than that, just high attack gear. Yeah, make sure he's got chain cap boost and high attack vision card. Pretty much exactly the same in both forms. So he's maxed out on all the killers. He does have human overkiller, but it's honestly not necessary. That 50% extra killer really amounts to like a 12.5% because you have to divide by 4 since she's a 4 race boss. So it's really not making that big of a difference here. Esther, of course, same build you've seen going forward. Dark Apocalypse. Tower defense just for some extra elemental resist. If you don't have it, just put whatever you have in that slot. You could honestly give her more elemental resist where I have Code of Samurai and Chains of Strength. You can honestly take those out because she maxes out all the killers just by equipping her TMR and giving her Bahamut Esper. She's already capped on all the races that you need here, which is Demon, Human, Fairy, Reaper. So honestly, the Code of Samurai and Chains of Strength, you can take those out, put more elemental resist or whatever you want in that slot. Aithne's card, just because it's a great vision card for Esther. And just whatever card you have that has 1,000 flat attack is going to be the best thing for her. Maxed out on all killers, good to go. All right. So Kresnik, this is just kind of like a general Clash of Wills build that I have for him. Dual wielding with Sylvie's vision card for the morale fill. Aurora Scarf so that he can basically, his normal attack will hit 4 times, which does a 40 LB fill for the party. So each normal attack does a 10 LB fill. If you give him Aurora Scarf, that doubles his normal attack. And then there are other things that also do double normal attack, but Aurora Scarf is just the original. And then dual wielding, so that his normal attack hits 4 times for a 40 LB fill is very, very convenient. Blizzard Orb so that he counters just in case, we can have some counter LB fill in case he takes a little bit of magic damage. And then, yeah, just a smattering of elemental resists. Nothing really too fancy going on here. All right. Celeste in her normal form. I'm actually going to throw some... something that I realized that I meant to fix after my initial clear was throwing 3 stars on her, and then the leg guards, Ash's leg guards, so that she has the full MP reduction, because I do use her a bit for LB fill with her Barlightja, and I want to make sure we're reducing that MP cost for her when we do that. All right, so now this way her Barlightja only costs 100 MP instead of 500. We honestly otherwise don't care about her normal form, but in her Brave Shift form, she definitely needs help hitting all the killers. So we're using a lot of gear and materia to get maxed out on the killers. Like I said, we need Demon, Human, Fairy, Reaper. She doesn't have any innate Demon or Fairy killer, I think. She has a little bit of Reaper killer in her kit, and Human killer, she maxes out pretty easily. She's got Diabolos Esper, so that maxes out her Human and her maxes out her Human killer right there. Then gives her 125 Demon killer to start off with. Blitzballer, or the Besaid Blue bandana is great because it's got 50% Fairy and Reaper killer on it. Blue Mage Dress has 100% Fairy killer, which is fantastic. Rick's TMR is really good because it's got Demon, Human, and Fairy killer on it, so she's got 2 of those. Supernatural Subversion is great because it's got Demon, Fairy, Reaper on it. Soldier's Expertise, we don't... That one's irrelevant. That's just to max out her attack, which honestly she's overcapped on the attack big time. Battle Intelligence is great because it's got Demon and Fairy killer on it. And then just a nice high attack vision card. So she should be maxed on everything. Good to go. Awesome. And we've got my good friend Kimochi here. Kimochi, good friend from the Discord, has definitely thrown his bunny in the ring for me many times to help me get things cleared out. He's just kind of got a general build, which I definitely advise and recommend. If you're putting an Esther on the friends list, definitely sort of build her for anything, because a lot of people are probably looking for Esthers to clear, not just Morgana, but other trials and things like that. And Kimochi's got a really nice, just sort of general all-around build. Kurasame's cape is essential for death resist. That's for trials like, what is it that has the X-Death. X-Death has the single target death that specifically targets the friend slot, so that's really important. Ninja Celestite Chainmail is fantastic for fights like Kefka and for X-Death to avoid the like uncoverable attacks. And then just good clash gear there. You know, an extra sack of guts never hurts. You know, full Omni Killers with Code of Samurai and Chains of Strength. You know, she's got her own vision card, which is fantastic. So it's a great vision card for her. And so you see he's got the Omni Killers, max on LB damage, full evade, all that good stuff. So a nice all-around bunny build, which is definitely going to be more than enough to get the job done here. So speaking of, let's go get the job done. All right. So I'm not sure how long this one's going to take. So my initial test clear took 10 turns. It might take longer, it might take shorter. I don't really know. We're gonna find out. So first thing we're gonna do is Esther's gonna put up her cover because, as we all know, Crimson Knight Rain has an auto mag cover. We do not want magic cover because they will die from the Ghastly Nightmare when you pass the 50% threshold. We don't want that. So Esther is gonna do Storm Defender, which removes everyone else's cover, and then she's just gonna do physical cover. That's all we need. We don't need a magic cover tank for this one. We're just gonna do physical cover. All right, we are going to take 2 turns to get set up here. So she'll do her cover, and then she'll do, let's do like some, what else could we do? Smiles with Sylvie, yeah. And then, what else should she do? Oh, yeah, Voltaic Field. We need our fields up, so let's do that. All right. We're going to do, with this Esther, we'll do... she's just going to do her killers. So we'll do killers, killers, killers. That's what we'll do. Oh, wait. Did I do Smiles with Sylvie already? I think I did, right? So I did Smiles with Sylvie. But if you remember, we have that big Imperil. So this Esther is actually going to get rid of the big Imperil from the party. So this does a perfect dispel, so we'll do that. And then we'll do Human and Undead Killer. Okay, so for example, you see right now we've got an all elemental imperil. That's a 150% imperil. We got to get rid of that. So Esther does that with Shockwave Slam, and boom, there we go, good to go. Kresnik's going to start off with some morale fill, Arcane Stimulant. All right, doing what Kresnik does. We'll do Coordinated Teamwork, Inthandaga, Barlightja. Crimson Range is going to do Shelga, just for something to do. Elemental Shelter, just for something to do. And Blood Awakening. Alright, Kaito is going to shift to Brave Shift and just do Triple Deep for Morale Fill. Okay. Alright, Esther will cover all the physical stuff. We're going to resist all the magic. Alright, now we're going to set up for our big burst. So this Esther is going to do... Limitless Plus. We'll do... Fairy or Demon. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do Fairy, and then we're going to do Light Speed Blitz on Kaito, because Kaito's going to start his Crashing Waves. Whoops, just Crashing Waves. All right, Crashing Wave. We'll go ahead and do Torrential Downpour, and we'll do another Deep. All right, so make sure he goes first, and then send the Esther that does the Light Speed Blitz. All right, my Esther's going to do Limitless Plus, Rainbow Plus, and Overcharge Atmosphere for the killers. Okay, Celeste is just going to do Surpassing Limits. We can go and do another like Infandaga, I guess, and Barlightja. Why not? Rain can do Fighter of Fire, Large Sword, Incremental Energy, and Surpassing Limits. All right, because for this burst we need to do at least 4.5 billion to reach the 70% threshold. All right, so we want to make sure we're doing a fairly big burst on this one. All right, Kresnik here is going to do Arcane Remedy. That's for like ailments and break resists and all that jazz. Okay, so we're still resisting everything currently because of Esther's 200% elemental buffs. Eventually those will wear off, and we'll rely on Kresnik to just sort of maintain some elemental buffs. I think he casts an auto 60% elemental buff every turn, but we can also remove imperils on demand with Kresnik, which is really helpful. So Arcane Antioxidant is what's going to do the every turn 60% all elemental resist buff, which is very convenient. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Kaito's going to do Kaito things: Torrential Downpour, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Okay, we're going to shift our Celeste. Rain is going to shift as well, so that he's not using fire. Okay. And there we go, so we should be good. All right, yep, we've got our lightning resistance. Excellent. So make sure you send the Esters first, so you get that 40% Great Sword Imperil. Actually, you know what? You could send Celeste first, because Celeste also does a 40% Great Sword Imperil. But yeah, it doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. You could do either one. Doesn't really matter. All right, I'm gonna send the Esters first, but yeah, here we go. And there we go. How much did we do? 4.6. Wow. So that was actually a low roll. We typically do around 5 billion on that one. But even on a low roll, we're still hitting that threshold. Okay. All right, so here we might honestly just reload and go again. So I'm going to tap Kresnik for the 40 LB fill. All right, and I'm going to do. I'm going to bring her back to normal. We'll do another just to make sure we're re-imbued, and then double bar Lightcha. All right, so that'll give us 60 total LB fill, so that everyone will definitely be filled up. Kaito does Torrential Downpour, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. I do not expect to push the next threshold on this turn. I just want to get us close enough to make sure that we can hit it next turn without any issue. All right. Yeah. All right. I think we should be able to hit it next turn without issue. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to shift. And we're going to do double speedy and a battlefield blur. All right, these esters are going to do just a triple bolting. Okay. We're going to do Mirror of Equity. Triple bolting. Kresnik will do Medicinal Potion, Medicinal Remedy, Medicinal Antioxidant. Kaito's going to re-up his Crashing Waves. And again, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Alright. And hopefully this pushes the... hopefully this pushes the 50% threshold. We need to do that on this turn. Or we'd like to. It's not absolutely necessary. Like I said, your mileage may vary, but I'd like to push it on this turn if we can. All right, because we're going to have our SLBs ready up and ready next turn, so that we can just go ahead and unload those next turn after we push the HP lock. All right, came up short. That's fine. Okay, not worried about it. Alright, so here's what we're actually going to do. Alright, we're not going to use LBs because I don't want to waste them just to do like 1% damage. Alright, but what we will do is we'll go ahead and set up our Esters to do a big burst next turn. So we'll do Limitless plus double bolting. Alright, this one actually we need to re-up our cover. So I might do let's do Storm Defender, Limitless plus, and is there anything else I need to redo here? I don't think so. I guess my killers are probably all gone now, huh? So let's do Human Killer, because Kaito will give us Demon and Fairy Killer, which should be enough. And what we can do here is we can do like high-tech barrier for the, that's for the what? Oh, what am I thinking? That's for that thing. that thing that it's gonna do. Let's do Blood Awakening and Double Goliath. For the Ghastly Nightmare. That's what I was trying to say, but I just couldn't get it out. Alright, Kresnik is just gonna do Kresnik things. Kaito does Kaito things. Torrential, Deadly Natural. Alright. And here we should definitely push the threshold. Yeah, what do you say? Should we push some thresholds this turn? I'd like to. There we go. Oh, Kresnik, sorry. Reload and go. Do Kresnik things. Yeah, so you see where the units aren't fully resistant to some of the magic damage, but that is fine. They are doing just fine. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, because I had to use the Storm Defender. That's why my Esther's LB isn't ready, isn't it? Okay. So no worries. That's why we got Kresnik. Oh, are you kidding me, Esther? Come on now. You're killing me. Alright, what we'll do, Torrential Downpour, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Okay. What we'll do is we'll actually use Rain here, because he's got that incremental energy, which does an extra LB fill. He can just do, like, Shelga, incremental energy, and, like, I don't know. What else should he do? I guess Elemental Shelter? Okay. I don't think this is going to push the threshold. So the next one's at 30%, so we need to do 3 billion. We might do that. I don't know. We've got Esther's big LB buff, so who knows? We might actually push it. I'm not really sure. We're going to find out. Okay. Maybe? Wow. Okay, yeah, we did. Awesome. It's that 600% LB buff. You can't beat it. Wow, we just did it. We just did 3 billion. Nice. Oh, he killed Celeste. I should say she killed Celeste. That's fine. It's honestly not a big deal. Kresnik will just revive her without issue, full life. Then we'll do Medicinal Potion and Medicinal Antioxidant. Okay. And then here we're going to do... Alright, so now we're just going to kind of take a couple turns to get set up and make sure we're ready for our big burst. Do we need to do a Lightspeed Blitz on this guy? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we'll do a light speed blitz on Kaito. Let's do let's do Undead Killer and Fairy Killer. This one we'll do Smiles with Sylvie. What else? Maybe we'll make sure we re-up our field. And yeah, I think we're honestly good there. We could do like, actually, you know what? We could do Omni cover from here on out. Actually, did I already send that, Esther? Yeah, we could honestly Omni cover from here on out because we're done with the Ghastly Nightmares. So we could do Electromagnetic Shield. That way nobody takes any damage of any kind from here on out. We'll do we'll again do a light speed blitz on Kaito, and we'll do some more killers. This Esther can do Smiles with Sylvie. Do like a Voltaic Field, and we can do like a Blade Breaker Shield maybe for something. We'll do Shelga. Don't really need to do anything else, do we? No, because we're going to do our big setup next turn. So let's just do Shelga. And Kaito. Alright, we'll wait until we've done the light speed blitz on Kaito so he can re-up his crashing waves. Okay. And yeah, we'll just do Deadly Stream Natural Flux just so he has something to do. Okay. So yeah, Esther's going to Omni cover from here on out, and we should be able to kill in 3 turns from here on out. Because we've kind of saved up all of our, you know, biggest buffs and bursts and all that jazz for now. All right, Celeste is asleep. Come on, wake up. Wake up, Celeste. What are you doing? That's why I've got Kresnik. All right, medicinal potion, medicinal remedy, medicinal antioxidant. There we go. Now Celeste is awake. Okay, we'll do, does one of these, yeah, that does her LB fill to the max. So we'll do high-tech blaster, coordinated teamwork, and surpassing limits. We are gonna have to re-imbue her. Actually, I think we're going to have to re-imbue everybody, so that's not a big deal. All right, we'll do surpassing limits, fighter, fire, large sword, and does it matter? Doesn't matter. All right, Kaito just does torrential downpour, deadly stream, natural flux. All right, we'll do Limitless Plus, Rainbow Plus, and Overcharged Atmosphere. All right, this Esther does Enthundaga. Make sure we've imbued everybody. Limitless Plus, and it doesn't matter which one of these killers she does it? At this point, honestly, doesn't matter. Let's do Fairy. Okay. All right, so yeah, we should be good to go. Ready to rock and roll here. We've got all of our buffs looking good. All right, come on, go. So she's got buffs to Demons, Fairies, Reapers. Missing the Human Killer, but that's fine. It's honestly not a deal breaker. Alright, so I think we should be good here. Alright, Kaito does Kaito things. Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Alright, so if we do come up short here, I'm just going to tap Kresnik to do the 40 LB fill, and then we'll do it again next turn and just finish off the fight. Alright, but we'll probably kill from here. We've got all of our biggest buffs. We're like loaded, locked and loaded, ready to go. I don't see any reason why we won't kill here. We need to do, again, we need to do 4.5 billion to kill, so I think we can do that. Easy peasy. $5.4, yeah, so massive overkill. All right. Well, there we go. All right, there's 10 out of 50 unique units. Well on my way to 50 there. All right. So yeah, there you can see, you know, the esters, again, really just doing the majority of the damage. All right, Kimochi even doing a fair bit more than I did. That's pretty awesome. And then, yeah, Rain and Celeste just kind of picking up the slack. So the esters are still hard carrying this fight here, guys. And, yeah, so let me take a look now and see. I think that gets me 2 Eraser Cactuars. All right, so yeah, I've done 10 out of 50. So I've got my 2 Eraser Cactuars. Yay. I will never use them, but I have them. So yeah, 10 out of 50. All right, we're going for that. We're going for that emblem, folks. I honestly don't care about any of the other rewards. They're all useless to me. The only thing worth anything is that emblem, and that is even more than worthless, because it's not like I'm going to change that emblem. My emblem will always be the 6th anniversary emblem with Esther on it, but I will have it. I will have that emblem before this game closes. So yeah, anyways, hopefully this was entertaining. If you've been looking for like a no Wilhelm clear, there's an example of a no Wilhelm clear. I will do pretty much all the rest of my clears from here on out will not have Wilhelm. They'll just have, like I said, 2 Esters and a Kaito. The other 3 units are just going to get swapped out. So stay tuned. Definitely we'll have more clears of Morgana Legend as I work my way up to 50. The road to 50 is what I will call it. And yeah, we're going to get there, folks. We're going to get there before this game shuts down. So thank you so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.